Evan Vail, your instructor for Interactive Design Art 171. I just wanted to walk you a little through what to expect this semester and just prepare you for things you might expect or might not expect. I myself am currently a software developer and front-end developer and mobile app developer, but I have a lot of background in design, and so this course is going to combine those two mindsets, the designer hat and the programmer hat, both of which are necessary to create interactive designs. So it's going to be an interesting mix of these skill sets that perhaps a lot of the time an art major will not have done any programming, or a computer sci person will have gotten into the graphic side of things. This course, this interactive design course, will bring those two together a little bit. So let me just touch on the requirements. You'll need some time for this course. The lessons aren't particularly rocket science, but they do take time to get through. You really will not want to save your assignment until Sunday night. We do have the assignment material, and the assignments themselves due Sunday night, and you will need a bunch of time during the week to just, at a somewhat sane pace to get through the weekly assignments. You'll need to be connected to the internet, and you will need to have access to the Adobe Creative Cloud, notably applications like Adobe Animate, Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Audition, which is the sound editing software, and perhaps Illustrator. So you will need to get student licenses for the duration of the semester if you don't have one, or get to the labs at the campus. You will also need a desire to learn. There's a fair amount of new material depending on where you are. And you will need to be, somewhat attentive to detail. There are ways to save your files that I'm going to need you to do. There are ways to submit your assignments. And if you don't pay attention to these things, much like you would have to in a real-world job, you're going to get penalized. And finally, I would say, because this is an online course, you will need a real commitment to communication. When you have a question or a doubt or a problem, I just encourage you to go to the internet. It's what you'll be doing in your jobs as professionals. You'll be finding answers to questions you have, Googling things. I'm also making 2 discussion boards available, one for the class and one directly to me, and you can post on those, and you can answer the posts of other students, and you will get credit for that. And you can email me directly if you really have an urgent need, and then I'd be happy to respond to you. But you really need to communicate, so I know if you're having an issue and you don't kind of suffer in silence and then wonder why you got the grade you did. The class format is essentially video lessons from a book called Learn Adobe Animate CC. And if you want to have a quick look at that, it is, you can have a look at it at Amazon. You don't need to buy it. I've made this available in the course on the web, the various lessons that I want us to work on together. But it's a pretty well-regarded book, and it will walk you through a lot of the really nice video lessons to get through the assignment material. So that will be narrated by the author of the book, and I will be adding my own videos to the courses myself, and I will be sort of like at your side as you work through this material. You'll have weekly assignments based on the material and quizzes, and then a midterm and final project. So really, I would just, from a really high level view, I would say there's, as I said before, there's 2 skill sets we're going to work on here. Vector format graphic design, using tools like the pen tool and gradients and layers. And then the second half of the course is going to start to get into the world of programming, because if you want to have people interacting with your project, you can't really escape the need to program the interactions in advance. That's just how it works. So we're going to use our design skills to create the visuals, and we're going to use some coding skills to actually set up these visuals to interact on the web to users that are using them. So the interactive tools that we're going to use are interactive video lessons. I'm going to be putting a lot of the lessons as interactive tools, so you can actually click on the videos when you're having an issue and send me an email. using the raise your hand icon. I'll show you this real quick. In fact, you're going to do this at the end of this video, and you're going to send me a quick message saying you understood this quick intro, or let me know whatever your questions might be. I want everybody who's taking this course, please, to stop even now for a moment and click on the hand icon and let me know that you've been able to watch this video. It's a great way to check in and start the semester off, and I need you to really commit to focusing on communication all throughout the semester. It's really the only way to get through a online course that's difficult and challenging. So again, tips for success: reach out for help. Don't hesitate to your classmates and to me if you're having any issues. Focus on the assignment details. Be detail oriented and make sure you're handing in the right thing. If you have any questions, again, reach out and get your work in on time. Don't wait to the end. There's a lot of details to be aware of, and it's just great to leave yourself that little margin. I know we're juggling work and school, and if you do run into some real time crunch issues, again, reach out to me and let me know. All right, well, welcome to the course, and can't wait to get started.